Salve a tutti e benvenuti sul canale di Vichingo. Oggi iniziamo la live continuando un nuovo episodio di Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. E allora datemi un attimo che apro la pagina per la cabina di regia in maniera tale da vedere temare titolo, descrizioni e tutto. Un attimo di pazienza. Mi dice che la connessione attualmente è eccellente. Modifica. Ecco, ci mettiamo episodio 2. Giochi Kingdom. E dov'è il 2? Oh? Eccolo qua. Ah, Deep Silver. No, non mi interessa. Playlist Don't Come Deliverance Live. Ok. E salviamo. Perfetto. E questa è una. Andiamo avanti. Un attimo solo, eh. Ho quasi finito, scusate. Ok. Tanto sembrerebbe tutto a posto. No, non si sente. Si sente. Si sente l'audio a posto. Ok. Mm. Nel tempo che carica qua. Sembra a posto, qualità dello screen, analisi. Ok. Un attimo solo. Ok, mettiamo continua e iniziamo. Continuiamo. Avventura. Ok, è fatto. Andiamo un attimo. Ok, è fatto. Andiamo un attimo. Dai, 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 dai. Ok, è fatto. Andiamo un attimo. Tanto sta caricando. parecchio sta caricando, dai. Tra l'altro ho letto che c'è la possibilità di sbloccare dei drop guardando dei video live su Twitch. Alcuni player che sono abilitati, appunto, guardate le varie trasmissioni. Per chi possiede il gioco può sbloccare degli item di vestiari sia per noi stessi che per il nostro futuro cavallo, con delle bardature particolari, solo guardando canali abilitati Twitch che possono droppare questi item. Ovviamente vi dovete registrare sul sito che vi indica il gioco e collegarlo con l'account di Twitch, fare i vari collegamenti e via dicendo. Ovviamente io non sono abilitato a ciò. Ok. Ce la facciamo o no? Mi sta sembrando... E che è? Peggio del primo. Ok. E allora, noi abbiamo... Che missioni abbiamo? Creazione, diario. Abbiamo fortuna. Siamo riusciti a sfuggire, bla bla bla. Ok, che dobbiamo fare? Speranza può essersi liberato dal corpo dello spirito. La figlia di me mi ha chiamato per la colazione. Non mi farò fregare. Finalmente tutto va per il meglio. Ok. Ora la nostra missione è unirci per la colazione. Va bene.
Look who's finally up. Henry, come and join us.
Ok. Chiediamoci.
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet.
Unisciti al nostro banchetto in questa magnifica selva. Anche io sono lieto di rivederti, mi sorprende che tu sia di buon umore, pur avendo quasi varcato la soglia del regno dei morti. Beh, effettivamente.
Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Virginia told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us,
non credo proprio, Pavlena. Tirare le frecce ti distruggono.
How did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Allevano come 10. Sì, sì.
Whatever. Anyway,
Ad ogni modo, con un po' di fortuna ho liberato
I managed to freeze their
Serance.
hands.
Why the modesty?
Perché tanta modestia? Li hai battuti. Forse con un po' di fortuna. Ma come sappiamo, Audia Adantes.
Audentes.
Fortuna Juva.
Aiutat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Townberg? What was that about then?
Oh, ma quante cose erano successe? Manco un ricordo. Serance si è preso una freccia.
The foe took the castle.
Aveva preso il castello con l'inganno e noi abbiamo pianificato un contrattacco. Ah, sì. Con il favore dell'oscurità abbiamo scalato le possenti mura del castello di Talmberg per penetrare all'interno e aprire la saracinesca ai nostri compagni d'armi pronti ad attaccare. Così entravano diretti dalla via principale. Ce l'avevano quasi fatta, ma durante la scalata Serance si è beccato una freccia nelle sue nobili terga. Ho colpito nel culo.
He got shot in the
Esatto.
backside.
My upper thigh.
La coscia.
Backside it was.
Ma non è stato uno scherzo, non è facile correre con una freccia
It's not
conficcata
easy
nel
to run with an
culo.
arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him,
I admit it, you saved my ass.
Well,
Bene,
now,
avete
you
passate
two
di
have been
cotte e di
through a thing
crude.
or
Beh,
two.
effettivamente.
As far as I can tell.
Posso dire che
it really
effettivamente
was
sto
his
sedere non la
backside
coscia,
and
è
not
sistemato,
his
anzi ho
thigh.
visto la cicatrice. Che hai da
I saw the
certo
scar
carico.
for myself, but I reckon
Ma
you
suppongo
paid
che l'altro
off
giorno
part
vi
of
siete
your debt the
sdebitato
other
in
day,
parte,
sir.
sir. Com'è? Come hai battuto?
Fair enough.
Questo è vero. Ehi, come hai fatto ad
hey,
avere la meglio
how
su
did you
portaia
manage
con
to get the
l'altra
best of
notte?
that
Quando mi
cutthroat the
trascinate
other night
qui?
when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a
Il vero è
stroke
stato
of
un
luck,
colpo di
we were fighting
fortuna.
outside,
Stavamo
but that
combattendo e il
fucker
bastardo ha
got a
preso il
hold of his
falcione e me
falcon
l'ha
and let me have it
conficcato
in
nelle
the
budelle.
guts. I thought I was done for.
Pensavo di essere
But I
spacciato, ma
groped
andando al
around,
tastone
found
ho
a pail,
trovato un
whacked
secchio e l'ho
it with it
colpito con
with
le
the
mie
last of my
ultime
strength.
forze.
And luckily I hit him a nice
Poi ho fatto
crack
un bel buco
right
in
on the
testa.
noggin.
Di quello che è successo
Can't
dopo non
remember a thing
ricordo
after
nulla.
My
Minchia.
word.
Tanto cielo, la fortuna ti aiuta davvero, hai scelto bene il
Chose
tuo
your
motto.
motto well.
Mamma mia, oh. Colpo
Once we
di
get
culo in
back to
curva.
Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Gelios, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you.
Pure
For
le
your
provviste,
journey.
ottimo, ottimo, ottimo. Non so come ringraziarvi per
I don't know
tutto
how to thank you for all
questo.
this.
But I
Effettivamente.
do.
Una volta chiusa la faccenda con Bergo,
I shall reward you as befits
Cavaliere,
a
è la mia
knight.
parola
You
d'onore.
have my word of honor.
Sono
Now
curiosa,
you've got
non
me
ho mai
curious.
avuto la parola di
I
un
never got a
d'onore di un
knight's word
cavaliere.
For a start, you can
Tanto
leave
per
me that
cominciare,
spade.
puoi ridarmi
We
quella
can't manage
vanga? Ci
without it.
serve.
Yes, of course.
Certo.
And thanks for everything you've done.
Cosa hai
Bajana.
fatto,
I
Basile?
have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble
Mamma ha
because of you.
passato dei
But
guai
I know
per
you
causa
didn't do it
tua,
on
ma
purpose.
so che non
And
l'hai
you
fatta
protected her
apposta.
when
L'hai
she needed
protetta
it.
quando ne aveva
I want
bisogno.
to thank
Per
you
questo
for that.
voglio
Take this
ringraziarti.
potion.
Ecco una
It
pozione.
will help when you're in danger
Oh!
or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time.
La grappa del Salvatore, possiamo salvare. Yeah!
Listen, it's not all that hard
Non è
to brew.
difficile proprio, con un
With a
po'
bit
di
of
pratica
practice,
potresti
you could manage
riuscirci
it
anche
yourself.
tu.
Thanks, Pavlana. This will come in handy.
Ok, abbiamo
No doubt.
pure la ricetta e li possiamo
Oh, we
fare
better get
direttamente qui in
Hans is
questo
right.
posto. Hans ha ragione, siamo
We're
felici di
very
avervi
glad we met
conosciuto
you.
e vi dobbiamo molto per l'aiuto e per
Obliged to you for your help
l'ospitalità.
and hospitality. God bless you.
Dio vi
And you
benedica,
too,
Dio
sir.
benedica anche voi.
As
Ok,
Henry says,
come dice
may God
Henry,
bless you for your generosity and your
benedica la
healing
vostra
art.
generosità e le
And
vostre
you have
articolazioni.
rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time.
Allora,
If you should ever
alziamoci.
find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Fatto, mi sono sbarazzato
Got
del
rid of that
corpo.
corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly.
Allora,
I'll
prima la
see
prossima
these
volta che
here
vedo
now, and when
Ignatius,
Ignatius the
il
grave digger
becchino, gli chiedo di
comes by,
occuparsi
I'll
del
get him to take
resto.
care of the rest.
Ok, ma io la vanga te l'ho data o no? Slot arma, io qua vanga non ne vedo, quindi probabilmente gliel'ho già data. Perfetto. Ed è uno. Poi, per fare avvia alchimia e metti la grappa del... Oh! Guidati. Voglio vedere la grappa. Ah. Vabbè, esci da qui.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity. Rightfully earned.
No, non è quello.
Out of life.
Leggi.
If you should ever find yourself in need, the door
Infuso di camomilla. Guarisce più velocemente, ma recuperi la condizione più rapidamente mentre corri. Ok. Aspetta, ma io voglio spostarmi al banco. Assensi. Ricette. Ma io voglio fare il...
Emmerich won't be happy.
Aspetta. Ok, apprendi. Hai imparato una nuova ricetta, puoi vedere nel ricettario? Certo, no, ok. La grappa del Salvatore si fa con ortica e celò, bella donna e vino. Versare l'ortica nel carterone e bollire per 2 giri di clessidra. Pestare la bella donna, aggiungere la bella donna e bollire per 1 giro. E infine versare. Abbastanza semplice, vabbè. Ok, dobbiamo parlare con Sir Hans Capon. Parliamoci. Non ho nulla contro l'ospitalità del gentile signore, ma voglio arrivare al castello di Troski al più presto. E gli altri nostri
company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Ecco lui che si è preso la spada, credo. Allora,
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with.
Direi.
Nonsense.
Ma non ha senso. Toth è al servizio di Sigismondo e deve occuparsi dei suoi nemici. Ma Otto von Berg aveva letto di Sigismondo, quindi è strano che Toth aggredisca la sua gente. Era buio, Dio solo sa cosa hai visto. Ho visto quel bastardo e lo prenderò. Sì, un giorno lo prenderemo, te lo prometto, insieme alla tua spada. Ma non credo che li troveremo da queste parti. Vedo che hai trovato un'arma per sostituire la tua spada. Bene, non si sa mai. Questa regione. Forza, proseguiamo. Forse inizieremo a pensare a qualcosa di più leggo lungo la strada. Ok. Che brava signora. Ok. Deep Silver. Credo che abbiamo terminato la intro del gioco. Finalmente. Bello, molto bello. Cerchiamo di godercelo appieno. Appieno. Che? Che paesaggio spettacolare. Ok, iniziamo. Sì, ma i caricamenti un po' più veloci, un po' più rapidi, per favore. Dai, su, su. Madonna, ma non
Oh, I hope they've got a
Spero
good
ci sia un
physician
bravo
at
medico
this
al
castle.
castello, o almeno un
At least a
barbiere.
barber. I mean, that old crone got me on
La
my
vecchia
feet.
arborista mi ha guarito, anche
But I
se
don't
mi
believe much
sarei
in her
fidato di
remedies.
più di un vero dottore dell'arte
You
medica.
can't beat an
Oh,
educated
stai in
man
piedi,
at
stai
medicine.
bene, cazzo vuoi.
And I can't wait to sleep in
Non
a
vedo
proper bed.
l'ora di dormire in un letto
And
vero.
some
Vorrei
wine.
del vino.
Fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Quindi?
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
Quindi?
Hear me!
Aprite il
Open
cancello,
the
sono un
gate!
messaggero inviato da
I am
Sir
a
Anush
messenger
di
from Sir
Lai.
Hanush of Lipa.
Quindi? Ora dico io. Conciati così. Ma dove volete andare? Già erano titubanti le due signore.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai. Now, look here.
You filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement.
Ecco.
So get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send 2 vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Ecco.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no
Minchia
strangers
danno,
to the
mamma
castle.
mia.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you.
Puro.
Be gone!
I'm getting in.
Ha la sua logica. Le cose si complicano sempre di più.
No, wait. Wait, one moment.
Molto di più si complicano.
What the fuck was that?
E ora?
So now what?
Che succede?
There's only one thing we
C'è una sola cosa che possiamo fare. Dobbiamo conquistare la fiducia. Credo. Spero, mi auguro. Aspettate. Mattino 44. Devo vedere che
take me for, wrench!
For someone
per uno
who
che puzza
stinks
come un maiale.
like a badger.
Effettivamente vince morire. Se non per uno che puzza come un maiale. Allora, senti, abbiamo avuto una giornata difficile, vorremmo solo un po' di quiete, una birra e qualcosa da mangiare. Per questa miseria posso darvi al massimo una tazza di brodo da dividere addirittura. Portaci ciò che è di meglio e poi ci accorgeremo. Come desiderate,
As the
signore.
gentleman wishes.
Oh, she's not far off.
No, tutti i torti sembriamo a
We look like
cartoni,
a couple
pozziamo
of beggars and we
terribilmente.
stink even worse.
Allora, se guarderete il video dopo o entrate in live, ditemi la vostra.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I never figured that
Devo
out.
leggere i
I'd rather
commenti.
hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit.
Devo leggere
Huh?
appunto il commento, fare la traduzione, la leggo io, i sottotitoli, oppure no. Allora, preferirei sentire invece un piano per tirarci fuori da questa situazione. Allora, per prima cosa ci dobbiamo cambiare, dobbiamo recuperare la lettera, possiamo sempre tornare indietro, non se ne parla, dobbiamo portare a compimento il nostro dovere. Allora, per prima cosa ci dobbiamo cambiare, dobbiamo recuperare la... ci dobbiamo cambiare.
First thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub. Get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Allora, guadagniamo.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work.
Dobbiamo
We're
recuperare
gonna
il più
need every
grosso
groschen we can get.
possibile.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And
Ma
where will
ancora
you
più
find a
prioritario
decent
sarà la
tailor? Before we
lettera,
get ourselves sorted
effettivamente.
out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Hai ragione, faremo la figura dei cretini.
Taken for total idiots.
Well,
E non sarebbe un dramma.
But me,
Ma va a cagare, va.
no coin, nothing but our ragged asses.
Chin up.
Non buttarti giù, troveremo
We'll
una
sort it
soluzione e
out
vedrai andare
somehow,
tutto
and
bene.
everything will be fine again.
Nothing will
Non
be
andrà bene
fine,
un bel niente,
my
amico mio.
friend. I'll tell you four
E per
reasons
4
why.
motivi. Avena, Pinta,
Oates,
Conrad e Nicholas
Tankard,
che sono morti.
Conrad and Nicholas. Instead of sitting
Invece di
here
essere
with
qui a
us,
ridere e scherzare
having
con
a
noi
chat
sono
and
in una
laugh,
cosa. A
they're just
fare da
food for
pasto ai
crows in
corvi.
some godforsaken hole.
Effettivamente. Invece di essere qui... ok. Non è colpa tua se sono morti, torneremo a seppellirli. La colpa è
I'm just as much to blame for their
è un
deaths as
fardello che
you.
portiamo insieme.
We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise.
Manterremo la promessa che abbiamo fatto a Bozzena. Il modo migliore di onorare la memoria è compiere la nostra missione. Entreremo a casa del Nuova, vendicheremo i nostri e torneremo a Rattai a testa alta, te lo prometto.
I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Aiuta.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Minchia.
Cheers.
Lavoro, signori. Dai, che mi sta piacendo. Ricominciamo di nuovo da zero. Oh, che bella donzella. Ma è quella che abbiamo salvato ieri.
It's that woman from the pond.
Quella è la donna dello stagno, appunto.
The one
Quella
you
per
gave
cui
us
ci hai
away
fatto
for.
scoprire. E pop la punzella.
Oh, I tell you.
Ecco qua.
What's she waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Garantire cosa?
A
full
full
picture
picture
of
of
you.
wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry, I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my, ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof, it stinks like something died here.
Sorry to
Domando
interrupt.
scusa.
Jesus, fella, that's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Andiamo a lavarci in un trono.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
Ok.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Lui e i suoi uomini sono
Jesus
stati...
Christ. Lord
no.
Berghoff is beside
Signora,
you.
va mai fuori banda, non lascio
The
uscire i
Wotan
soldati dal
soldiers
castello.
at the castle.
Aha! So that's
Ah, ecco perché ti hanno mandato a prendere il vino. Aspetta un momento, torno subito.
I'll be right back.
Ora dobbiamo parlare con lei. Vieni qua, Catherine. Ok.
Sorry to bother you, but
Scusa l'intrusione, ma ti ho già visto. Davvero non ricordo.
I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy
Sei
that
ragazzo
cleans
che
the
può
pit
uscire
under the
dal
castle
castello?
shitting hole?
you were attacked
Quei
by those
banditi mi hanno
bandits.
aggredito.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you, helping some unfortunate girl. But it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Perché lo nega?
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Nervoso.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Scopri come arrivare a Vonbergo. Poi l'abbiamo fatto.
Why you standing
Perché
here
te ne
like a
stai lì
pillar
impalato
of
come
salt?
una statua di
Are
sale?
you
Sei
ready?
pronto? Pronto per
What for?
E per
To
cosa?
get to
Per
work.
metterci
You
al lavoro,
can't
non
hold
avete
a lot
abbastanza
more
soldi
than
per
you
pagare
paid
tutto
for.
quello che avete
So you
ordinato.
work your
Quindi
debt like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe, miss. Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like where you actually from, if you don't mind.
Rat-eye.
Rat-tie. Rat-tie. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, it's a lot different. From when some tanner gets itched to a bathhouse wench.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Will Lord von Burgos be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. Don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region.
Torniamo alla live. Non ci credo. Oh.
Region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married.
Ci credo. Torniamo alla live. Allora, quanto non sono perché abbiamo già un piano, giusto? Vi inventerò qualcosa. Ora funziona il microfono, non capisco perché me l'aveva disabilitato.
There's something else we have to sort out. Spoke to the innkeeper. We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it,
Dammi un attimo. Trasportare sacchi, ma perché mi hai preso?
I'm serious.
Dico sul serio, io sono un nobile, i nobili non lavorano, pensa se mi vedessero. Nessuno...
Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember
Gente si ricorderà la mia faccia e si
everything's
faceva la voce
cleared
che
up.
qui mi sono
Word
messo a
will get around
trasportare
that I
sacchi
lugged
come un
sacks
accattone.
here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Dovrai
We're not in
accontattare.
any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow
Poi
scrape
che
your way
risolviamo la
out,
faccenda accantonata
you
all'orgoglio e
better
datti da
forget your
fare.
airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks
Minchia concezione, oh.
against God and nature.
So which
E io
do I
che
do?
ruolo ho?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris?
Ma vai a cagare.
I simply cannot carry sacks.
Ma va a cagare. Tralasciando
They say
proprio...
clothes maketh the man, and you don't look much like a noble right now. So, I don't think the natural order will collapse if you get your hands dirty.
What do you know about a nobleman's honour? It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then. So, you simply aren't going to work?
It's not appropriate.
Sto stronzo.
I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
Omaggio.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs...
How generous of you.
I know, my dear Henry.
Andiamo a fare sti cazzo di sacchi di merda. Dov'è? Qua. Allora, raccogli.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Allora, dove sta la distrenza? Sa. Ok, metti il sacco giù.
My friends.
Ok.
I'll have a jug of wine.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
The mill?
Yeah, the place by
What the?
That was our company. But the two of us managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it?
We lost everything. How hard is that to understand?
I heard
What
you're
if
in need
you're
of
one
money,
of those
friend.
bandits?
Oi, true
And you're
enough.
up to no good.
I need to pay the
We
tithe
should kick
and give
both of
something
you
to the
out,
church for my
just
father's
to be on the
requiem
safe
mass.
side.
Isn't it a bit early for that?
You ain't
It's
got no
ages
proof
till
to
St.
back up what you
Wenceslas's
say.
Day, and
Proof?
they don't collect
You
tithes
want
before
proof?
then.
You're right, but I
don't
promised
care.
myself I wouldn't
Listen
leave
to
it till
this.
the last moment this year. So have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last
Is
moment
that
this
supposed
year.
to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what
Hello?
it means?
No.
Understand?
And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies. So you see, I speak Latin. I've just proven to you that I'm a nobleman.
You've proved fuck all. Remembering some words you heard in church doesn't make you a noble.
Ciao.
What's your name again?
Hans Capon of Perkstein.
You just made that up.
I certainly did not.
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
How dare you? I am the son of the bailiff.
Ugh.
Minchia, poro figlio rubalevo, finiva a poi stasera.
You know
Mamma
what?
mia.
I've had enough of your bullocks. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Just try it, you worm. Just try it.
I might just do that.
I'd expect you to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here.
We are sympathetic, but you're no nobleman, just an ordinary big mouth.
How can you say that, you numbskull? I keep telling you we lost everything.
What a sensible nobleman.
Mamma mia, aspetta che ci consegno qua, se no...
It happens.
E levati dalle palle.
Next time.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. La, 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 la. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Go to hell!
Now we'll have you, you scum.
No!
Good.
This is unbelievable.
This will be easy.
Not just ugly.
Fucking hell!
Zeig, was du drauf hast.
Why'd you do it?
Now you're finished.
I'm all yours!
Hey, Scheiße! You're no match for us, fucker!
Shit! He's nearly...
Du verdammter Mistkerl! Na los! Send my greetings to the dead!
Show what you're made of.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
A posto, Sema.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you see... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off. Shut up. Or you'll get a whipping too.
Che figuraccia.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with
Sono
any
l'unico con un po' di sale in
I'm
zucca
not the
qui,
one who
io
acts
non
like a
faccio il
spoiled
bambino.
child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must.
Infatti.
Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Al mattino dopo.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive. Isn't that? Otto.
Hey! Open Bobo!
Coglione. Alla cogna voleva chiamare.
Wait. Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Chi è? Che situazione di merda. Oh, prova. Ehi. Ma che è di nuovo? Ah, ok. Stavolta funziona il microfono. Crimine e reputazione. Ogni azione ha delle conseguenze. Se commetti crimini le persone reagiranno. Cos'è un crimine? Tutto ciò da cui un onesto cristiano dovrebbe tenersi alla larga è considerato un crimine. Non bisogna uccidere innocenti, rubare, entrare nelle case altrui, fare del male alla gente o agli animali domestici e disturbare la loro tranquilla esistenza. Conseguenze dei crimini. Se qualcuno ti coglie in flagrante mentre commetti un crimine, ti denuncerà alle guardie o ti affronterà direttamente. Non sei al sicuro nemmeno se nessuno ti coglie in flagrante. Le persone non sono stupide e potrebbero dedurre che sei tu il colpevole. Reputazione. La reputazione influenza il modo in cui ti trattano le persone. Se piace a qualcuno, questa persona ti saluterà cordialmente e i mercanti potrebbero persino offrirti uno sconto. Se invece qualcuno ti detesta, non ti rivolgerà la parola. Puoi migliorare la tua reputazione svolgendo incarichi. La reputazione peggiora se commetti crimini o se ti comporti in maniera disonesta. Cerchiamo di evitarlo. Le voci girano perciò. Se aiuti una persona oppure se le fai del male, in zona tutti lo sapranno. Migliorare la tua reputazione. Per migliorare la tua reputazione puoi pagare un'indulgenza oppure compiere un pellegrinaggio imposto da un prete. Addirittura a questi livelli siamo arrivati qui. Disordini. Se in una zona vengono molti crimini, gli abitanti aumentano la vigilanza e si armano, mentre le guardie chiamano rinforzi. Una volta che la situazione si è calmata, tutto torna alla normalità. Puoi trovare le informazioni sulla tua reputazione, scheda giocatore P nella sezione reputazione. quindi con
I suppose I really do need to find some job.
P. Reputazione. Mugnai. Con i mugnai com'è? Da scoprire. Gente della foresta. Pastori, guarda. Esci.
I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
You're Henry, right? Or was it the other one? Well,
Hey,
come on.
Did you forget your
I
clothes
don't
somewhere?
You don't look like you're in a rush anywhere.
Ok, chi è questa? Aiutante,
Do you have anywhere to go?
Parliamo.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining,
vabbè.
like Tomcat always says.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're
I ain't.
You're something like...
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while.
Then why are you begging?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help, but I'd like to go somewhere else. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to...
I'd like to see what their homes look.
You can go and see them, just...
Why exactly are you...
Why? Why? I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a help...
Where are you headed? If you're only...
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, with the city folk. It's bad.
You said you were going to a city. You mean...
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there.
Aha.
Well, but I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do?
I'll find something.
Però qualcosa non ho paura di
I'm not
lavorare, se non
afraid of
sveglia
work.
qualcuno servirà
I'm
una
not
cuoca
half-witted.
o una
Don't get your
cameriera.
hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous...
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuff I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be... But to be fair to him, Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the...
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches...
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own biz. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence. But compared to him...
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back...
Well, sure. If he...
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or...
Practically naked. No.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather...
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or...
I could use some armour. Proper.
And...
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here...
Wow. And...
that's a long story.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now. But you might find something in...
Thanks.
Just don't get yourself caught...
Do you know where I might find...
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to...
I'm not going near that tavern.
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place...
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semi.
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting...
How much time do you think I have?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished and blacksmith Radovan, so no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak. I have no money.
The hell you will. This is... Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find...
Oh, damn. I could use a horde.
Don't exaggerate. There's
Still. Yeah.
There's a stud farm in Semin.
And which way is Semi?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road... Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse.
I really need something to wear.
I...
Can I ask about Tomcat again?
What about him?
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should...
Don't worry, you'll
Ok. Vediamo come siamo combinati, perché qua la situazione è pessima. Come Grosjean ne abbiamo 5. Porca miseria. Oh.
Doesn't it bother you, walking around here like some kind of animal?
Well, it does. I had no choice. Sorry.
Allora, parliamo col
What would you like this
carpentiere.
fine morning?
Che devo
What do you
comprare?
have for sale?
Mamma mia. Tutto.
Take care then. Thanks for nothing.
Sono un aiutante, non mi interessa. Chi è? È una guardia. Chi sei tu?
Doesn't it bother you walking around here? Careful!
Voglio un trocolo, mi devo lavare. Ok. Tu chi sei? Balivo Droz. Parliamo col Balivo.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchant?
If it's a tradesman you're after, your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local He said he found more fresh graves behind his field. Just
what do you mean more? You sound like
that we found someone buried here, don't he? I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your...
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself. And why not direct...
It's a long story. My lord got...
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or... If you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more...
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the... He said he found more...
What do you mean, more?
That we found someone buried here, don't he? I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running
Ok, quindi adesso noi da qui abbiamo la mappa. Questo qua è partecipa al banchetto nuziale. Poi questo qua è scopri cosa è successo a Matt. Vai a trovare Micione ed è qui vicino. Partecipa al banchetto nuziale con l'aiuto del mugliaio, con l'aiuto del fabbro. Ok, poi qui abbiamo la città, punto di interesse, la taverna, l'essiccatoio, lo scrivano, il banco di alchimia e la mola per affilare. Va bene. Allora, intanto come diario missioni Matt. Allora, addestramento. Io mi devo cercare dei vestiti. Come faccio a cercare dei vestiti? Ah, io già ce li ho i vestiti. Adesso mi lavo. Ed è uno. Poi andiamo sul diario. No, inventario. Mettiamo la torcia qui, la spada da caccia qui, questo è messo, cintura da cacciatore, no. Questo di qua mi dà più, questo meno, questo più. Va bene questo. Allora, sazietà siamo a posto. Abbiamo il grimaldello, ne abbiamo uno. Come faccio a prendere l'armatura? Mappa. Ok. Questa è una nuova missione, questi incani. Ok. Dov'è Bara? Bara?
Oh, I just remembered.
Hmm?
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something.
Allora, usciamo? No. Qui? No? Indietro, scusate. Ora vado via.
Good luck.
Ok. C'è la taverna per dormire. Abbiamo 5 groschen.
Look out!
Che abbiamo qua? Tuo primo banco. Questo è il primo banco di alchimia tutto tuo. Puoi anche tornare a mandare nel baristo dove abbiamo il banco. Lo possiamo utilizzare noi. Allora, con lui è rich. Heinrich.
God be with you.
Gerda non mi parla. Servitrice non fa. No. Questo che cosa è? E allora parliamo. Benvenuto, anche se l'offerta è più scarsa del sole. Qualche giorno fa il mio cavallo si è impedorito, era rovesciato nello stagno. Il mio carro qualcuno in corso è finito nello stagno. Dove si è ripreso?
On the roads near the catch-up pond. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what?
Were there any value?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies, and for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on them. Me too, but what can I do?
I wanted to ask you, I'm not from here and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like...
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that. After what... Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business. Also, what do you...
Is there anything I should...
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose in here in the village. We don't care much for outside.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all... That is all because of the war.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Berg... but Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than...
Where can I find a church round here?
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but we do not go there either. Und the gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village. And when no one wants to pay the church more than they have to.
Can I find other merchants?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only... Oh, natürlich. There is Bartosz, the tailor. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand...
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just along the described Geibel. They're always studying some Latin, but of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin. If you read...
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village, the rest of the villagers are just peasants.
Where do you go for wares?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin. What you call Gichin. Half of that one belongs to her from...
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. Wenn du was brauchst, the good, I do not think you will get to the town.
Show me your wares.
Dardo grezzo, freccia grezza, porzello da pianna. Pintura da cacciatore. 32. Allora io invece che posso vendere? Una torcia. Aggiunge la cesta. Poi contrattiamo.
A word about the price.
Warum nicht?
Allora, per cambiare l'offerta e confermare l'offerta. WS e D per confermare. Ok.
All right, I agree.
Thank you and take care.
Non ho capito. Confermate e basta, ma va vangolo, va. Allora, abbiamo ottenuto nuove info, ossia c'è vicino lo stagno dov'è? Diario. Allora, facciamo una cosa. Direi di fermarci qui con la live. Continuare, ecco, successivamente la nostra avventura su Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Detto ciò, io vi ringrazio. Se il video vi è piaciuto lasciate un like, iscrivetevi al canale e attivate la campanellina. Lasciatemi i vostri commenti. Spero che la live vi sia piaciuta. Ho intenzione di continuarla sempre e solo in live, questa avventura di Kingdom Come, mentre le altri video li porterò sempre un video al giorno alle ore 13. Detto ciò, io vi saluto, vi ringrazio e ci si vede in un prossimo video o live.